Well, hey, everybody. Happy to see you here. I'm Jeffrey Daugherty, the Christian Whistleblower, and you have stumbled or intentionally found your way to the Christian Whistleblower Station, where we unindoctrinate. We help you unindoctrinate yourself, guide you in spirit, master your own ascension, and be your own guru. It seems like over the last few days, we've got into this exposing pedophilia, exposing the cover ups of pedophilia, and exposing it in places and ways that, well, they're less than comfortable. And that's okay because, like Chris Jericho used to say in the WWE, I'm the best in the world at what I do. Well, I'm the only one in the world that does what I do. So I guess that makes me the best, with apologies to Chris Jericho. Tune in the I Am Jericho podcast, by the way. Great stuff. And we've been invited to be a part of that. That's coming up, the Tinfoil Hat podcast with Sam Tripoli, another great one. Of course, Joe Rogan Experience. I hope that you'll take advantage of all of those great folks. And today we are going to talk about Noah. Yeah, the guy with the ark, the guy with the rain, same dude, but we're going to talk about him in a way that you've never considered him. Is Noah one of the earliest examples of abuse, child abuse, sexual child abuse, and cover up? Jeff, that sounds ridiculous. Yeah, I know, bro, but it's the way it is. And you're going to see this and you're going to be like, damn, he might be right. And I'm not doing it to bust people's bubbles. I'm doing it to make people aware of what is going on. And one of the cool things about doing what I do is that I do get to make people aware of really great people and really great products. This is my website, jeffreydarty.com. Everybody wave hello to Plastic Jesus. He loves you so much. And we have some great partners. We've got the Hero Soap Company. You click on that little icon right there, it'll take you to their website. You get a 10% discount with the discount code Whistleblower. STEMlight, our stem cell partners, working with the NFL Alumni Association, bringing relief to people across the world. Check them out. STEMlight. Rocky Stucci, who's in the chat room, I'm still waiting, Rocky, for a code. 2 weeks free on Gaia/Jeff. Just put /Jeff at the end of Gaia.com. You get 2 weeks free. Focus, Life Force Energy, or Fluffy. You get a full 30-day, 15 on your phone, 15 on your home. Free subscription there. And Verve, the best CBD out there. Click on that link, go buy your Verve. You help out the Christian Whistleblower a little bit, and we get to keep doing this and doing even more, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, we do have the rods, we have the books, and we're ready to rock and roll. Jeff, how can you say that Noah was involved in child sacrifice? How can you say that Noah was involved in pedophilia? Well, we'll get to the child sacrifice at some point, but we are going to talk about Noah and child abuse. And I'm convinced that this might be the earliest example of child abuse and a cover up in the entire world. So, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Here we go with this. And this is powerful stuff. And somebody sent me a message on the site that put me onto this. And as usual, I did not write it down, and I do not remember who it was, but you remember who you were, and I appreciate you very, very much. This is a story that you've probably heard, but you haven't heard it like this. And I'm going to read this little story, and then we're going to break it down and show you what it really is and, pardon me, what it really means. And Noah began to be a husbandman. That means he planted a vineyard. And he drank of the wine, and he was drunk. And he was uncovered within his tent. And Ham, the father of Canaan, saw the nakedness of his father and told his two brothers without. And Shem and Japheth, which were the brothers of Ham, took a garment, laid it upon both their shoulders, and went backward, covered the darkness, or excuse me, was that a Freudian slip? Covered the nakedness of their father, and their faces were backward, and they saw not their father's nakedness. And Noah awoke from his wine, knew what his younger son had done to him, and he said, "Cursed be Canaan, a servant of servants shall he be unto his brethren." I'm confused, ladies and gentlemen. If we take it as a straight story, which it's not, Noah gets hammered. Ham sees him hammered. Shem and Japheth cover him up. Noah wakes up, curses Canaan, who wasn't even there, allegedly. Ladies and gentlemen, I need you to clear your mind for a moment of preconceived conclusions. I need you to set aside confirmation bias. I need you to actually think for a minute. I know it's hard because most of us don't think because we're not taught to think. In fact, we're discouraged from thinking. Even on YouTube, just listen to me. I am the leader. I will tell you. I've received the revelation. I will tell you. We're not taught to think for ourselves. But guess what, ladies and gentlemen? It's time to think for ourselves. So let's go ahead and do some of that right here and right now. So Noah began to be a husband. He planted a vineyard, and he drank of the wine. He was drunken, and he was uncovered within his tent. When you're using Bible Hub like I am, and I don't get paid by them, they'd probably cut off my access if they knew I was using it. You just click on these little blue letters right there. It'll take you to the original. It'll take you to the verses, and we can get to the original Hebrew there. I don't like that it defaults to this version, but that's okay. That's just the way it is. And this is very, very important, ladies and gentlemen. Noah got drunk, and the Hebrew says that he uncovered himself inside his tent. You see, the King James makes it sound like, oh, Noah got drunk. He fell down on his bed and oops, his schlong fell out. No. Oh, he was uncovered. He fell on the bed. He forgot to cover up his ass. No, that's not what happened, ladies and gentlemen. Noah was drunk, crunked, toe up from the flow up. And Noah uncovered himself inside his tent. Ladies and gentlemen, at no time do my fingers leave my hands. At no time do I employ a Bible code. At no time do I get messages from the Pleiadians about this. It's the text. And those that will disagree with me, you're not disagreeing with me, you're disagreeing with the text. And guess what? The text doesn't give a damn what you think. The text doesn't give a damn what you've been taught. And frankly, neither do I. The text is the text. Rocky Stucci, I don't know if you heard me say this yesterday, but I'm going top shelf radio from now on. Top shelf radio. You that been in a bar know what top shelf is. Well, we're going top shelf radio here too. No more lowest common denominator. We're going for the highest common denominator. If you're little bibbly babbly, little dibbly dabbly, do you scratch my little ears, pat my little tummy, you're not going to like it here. This is being aimed at top shelf radio, big dog radio, off the porch, running in the high grass. If it upsets your tummy, I suggest you go back to the kiddie table and stay on the porch and let the big dogs run, because we ain't got time to play with no little puppies anymore. And some of you, even if you're a puppy, you can run with the big dogs if you got the will, but some of you don't have the will, and that's okay. Just stay the hell out of our way while we're getting stuff done. So Noah, ladies and gentlemen, Noah uncovered himself in his tent. He went in there, got drunk, and got naked. And I don't think he was going to do Bikram yoga, ladies and gentlemen. He could have been going to do Bikram yoga, but he got drunk. He uncovered himself. And why do you normally uncover yourself when you're drunk? Why do you normally get naked when you're drunk? Why? Look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, if I'm drunk and I'm getting naked, what am I fixing to do? Yeah, you're fixing to do something. Bavarian Winch, maybe, but let's keep watching. Noah, Bavarian Winch said he was masturbating. Well, he uncovered himself inside his tent, ladies and gentlemen. And then Ham, the father of Canaan, saw his father's nakedness and told his two brothers, wait a second, I'm still confused by this, because supposedly Ham saw Noah naked, told his brothers, and then Noah wakes up and curses Canaan. How did Canaan get in this damn thing? We're going to show you how Canaan got involved in this damn thing, ladies and gentlemen. And Ham saw the nakedness of his father, told his two brothers. Then he gets mad at Canaan. Watch this, ladies and gentlemen. Watch this, ladies and gentlemen. So, and Ham, the father of Canaan, saw his father's nakedness. What does nakedness mean? It means his nakedness. Surprise. It means his indecency. It means his shame. So not only was he naked, he was involved in something that was smacked of indecency. Not only was he naked, he was involved potentially in an indecent act. Not only was he naked, he was doing something shameful, something that really cannot be defended, ladies and gentlemen. Shameful exposure. So I guess you could say masturbating was shameful exposure. Indecency, improper behavior. This is how you study the damn Bible, bitches. Oh, shit, I'm not showing this to you. Damn it. Yes, I am. No, I'm not. Damn it, damn it, damn it. I hate it when that happens. I get all excited, and I'm not showing it to you. I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back. So he saw his father's nakedness. We click on nakedness. What's nakedness really mean, ladies and gentlemen? Well, nakedness means nakedness, but it also means that not only are you bare, but you're involved in something that's indecency. You're involved in something that's indecent. You're involved in something shameful, something that shouldn't be defended. Keep these things in mind because we're talking about context. What does the verse mean within the context of what's being said? So dude's not just falling asleep, schlong falls out. No. He uncovers himself and begins to act in a way that is smacking up indecency. And as Cynthia L., very, very smart, says, what would masturbating have to do with his grandson? Boom. I like the way you guys are thinking. And yes, there is wiener innuendo going on in this chat room right now. And somewhere Rocky Stucci is waiting for me to say, was his butthole showing? Probably, Rocky. His butthole was probably showing. And what he was doing was indecent. What he was doing was shameful. And what he was doing should not have been defended. What he was doing should not have been defended because it was, ladies and gentlemen, a shameful exposure. It was, ladies and gentlemen, indecency. It was, ladies and gentlemen, improper behavior. It was uncleanness. It was shame. It was disgrace. What the hell was he doing? He did not pass out naked and show his butthole. That's not what's going on here. So now Ham saw his father's nakedness. What does saw mean here? Saw, to see, to be advised of, to get access of, to consider. You can see all to understand. It doesn't mean that he actually saw it with his own eyes. It means that he came to have an understanding of what had happened in that tent. And what did he do? He got an understanding of what happened in the tent when Noah uncovered himself and did something indecent. And then what did he do? He went and told. He told his two brothers. He confessed. He confronted. He declared. He didn't keep it a secret. He told his two brothers. And then, if I go up here to get to where I can get to the Hebrew, what did the two brothers do? And this is straight from the Bible, ladies and gentlemen. The two brothers took a garment, placed it across their shoulders, walked backward, covered their father's indecency. They covered the things that he did that were indecent. They covered the things that he did that were terrible and horrible, like we saw. He covered those things. Ladies and gentlemen, literally and figuratively, they covered up Noah's indecency. They covered up Noah's debauchery. They covered up whatever Noah was doing in that tent. And they pretended like it didn't happen. They turned their faces away. They just said, nope, it didn't happen. They lied for him. They acted like it didn't happen. They pretended like it didn't happen. They covered it up. They covered it up. And watch this. Verse 24. Then Noah wakes up, and he learned what his youngest son had done to him. What did his youngest son do to him? His youngest son did what? Told his brothers Shem and Japheth. What did he tell them? Well, Noah cursed Canaan, the little boy. So if you follow the text, if you follow the context within the text, because a text without a context is a pretext. If you follow the text of what happened, something happened with Canaan, the son of Ham. Ham told Shem and Japheth about it. Shem and Japheth covered it up. And Noah cursed Cain for being the one that was involved with the indecency in his tent. Let's go back for a minute, ladies and gentlemen. And with the full context and the full understanding, look at what happened. Noah drinks wine. Noah gets drunk. Noah goes into his tent, gets naked, and something indecent happens. Ham sees the indecency, rats him out to Shem and Japheth. Shem and Japheth cover it up with, by the way, Ham's acquiescence, because they covered it up, and you don't see Ham saying, no, 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 no. Shem and Japheth cover it up. And what are they covering up? Something that happened to Canaan, the little boy in the tent with the drunk grandpa, the drunk patriarch. Noah was naked in his tent. He did something indecent involving his grandson. So why is this in the Bible? Says none of your business. Because natural law says they got to tell you the dastardly deeds they done. You know why this is in the Bible, ladies and gentlemen? Because right now, Christian and Christian-light people are trying to tell you that, oh, the ritual abuse of children is just an aberration. It's just a few priests. It's just a few pastors. That's a damn lie. Ritual abuse of children, sacrifice of children has been part of the Christian religion from the beginning, and it remains part of the Christian religion from today. Somebody said, I think they probably killed Canaan, and they might have. I have to go back and bring out another, and I'll put it in the information box below, where I prove to you that Cain and Abel, Cain slewing Abel, that was about a child sacrifice that the God of the Bible accepted. And here's Noah, who found favor with God, engaging in pedophilia interaction with his grandson. That's the only way that you can objectively and empirically read these verses. That's the only way they make sense. Noah gets drunk. He goes into his tent. He uncovers himself. He's all sexually aroused. Ham sees something dastardly, something terrible. Tells his brothers covered up with Ham's acquiescence. Ham saw him slip into bacon to somebody. Boom, he did. And then who was it? It was Canaan, because that's the one that Noah awoke and cursed. And it's just like these pedophiles, blame the kids. Well, if Canaan had been looking so delicious, I wouldn't have wanted some of them. See, it's always the kid's fault. And this is the stuff that you people support when you go to church. This is the stuff that you people support when you support Christian-based YouTubers and speakers and writers of books. Christianity has been about ritual child sexual abuse from the beginning. Christianity has been about ritual child sacrifice from the beginning. The God that you love killed his own damn son. It can't be made any more clear. And if you want to get out of here, you got to cut yourself off from anything and everything of this nasty, bloody, filthy religion. Wow. So let's go ahead and look into the chat room. Oh, let's see what we got going on here. Let's answer some questions, ladies and gentlemen. Let's answer some questions, ladies and gentlemen. Does anyone fear life before they're born? Ooh, good question, KW Harris. Dead Comic Society with Sam Kinison last night, getting great reviews. Thank you, Delaney's Delight. It was amazing. Let's see. Joseph, from the moment we come out of the chute, we're in a slow death process. This is true, ladies and gentlemen. This is true. This is true. The meatball's checking in. Rocky Stucci, nice to see you here. A Bavarian Winch asked a question. Jeff, you asked Sam Kinison yesterday twice, should we be afraid of death? And he said, yes. Now I'm afraid of death again. Sweetheart, you got to watch that whole answer, because Sam's whole answer was, you should be afraid of death only if you haven't really lived your life. So what he was saying was, live life hard, live life full speed, live life pedal to the metal, follow your dreams, follow your passions, live life. And when you do that, you're not afraid of death. But if you haven't been doing that, then maybe you should be afraid of death, because you're running out of time to do your due, and you might have to come back again to get your due done. That's all I'm saying. Let's see. Noah was white and shiny, probably. Jeff, you're an oasis in the desert. Thank you. Thank you. I know there's got to be some questions in here. This is Lee Long from Hong Kong. Do you think it's really Lee Long from Hong Kong? That's funny. But anyway, I found your speaking on the Book of Enoch fabrications to be true. Thank you. Yes, sir. I agree it is. Joseph H. 11 says, this is one of the weirdest parts of the Bible. Indeed, it is. Who knew that Noah was committing pedophilia with his grandson? Noah, who walked with God. Noah, who was God's man. Noah, who was God's dude. Because guess what? It's part of God's plan. It's part of God's religion. It's part of God's church, the God of the Bible. The Bible is a book of pedophilia and child sacrifice. Get used to it. Doesn't matter if you like it or not. It's in the text. Text doesn't give a damn what you think. Boom. Let's see. When I researched Noah, there was a huge absence of women. That's interesting. That is interesting. Oh, it was Gaia's gift galore. She did send, or he did send the message in regards to Noah and his violating his grandson. Yes, you did. I do remember now. Yahweh's adversary is a thinking man. Absolutely. Bavarian Winch says Noah wasn't even real. Probably not, but the story is conveying a confession. Bavarian Winch, I'm sure you get that. Let's see. What was that, man? Well, Robin, sometimes the only reason you're afraid to go into a dark room is because you're afraid there might be something darker than you in there. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, Robin, like George Patton, I fear no evil, for I am the meanest son of a bitch in the valley. Come on, get some. Rocky Stucci's in the chat room. All right. Get in the caboose so we can cut you loose. The son covered up their father's sins. Absolutely, they did. This happened right out of the ark. Boom. This happened right out of the ark, Tracy says. So there wouldn't have been time for him to have anything to do with his wife. Noah was a child molester. Yes, he was. Noah molested his grandson, period. And he blamed the kid. Noah molested his grandson, then blamed the kid. Oh, man, that's horrible. They do hide everything in plain sight, none of your business. They do hide it in plain sight. And let's see. If it was something innocent, why would you go tell your brothers? Another good point made by Short Bus Pimp. Oh, my. Let's see. Was Canaan there? Evidently he was, Joyce, because he got cursed. And I want to thank Molly so much for that. And I want to thank Bavarian Winch so much. And this is what makes me keep doing what I do. Bavarian Winch says, You're making me let go of guilt. That's why I do what I do, because Christianity is a fear and guilt control matrix. And I'm here to show you how to open the door and get yourself free. So the only thing I would correct there, Bavarian Wench, what did she say exactly? Why won't this scroll? You're helping me let go of guilt. That's exactly right. I'm not getting you free of guilt. The information that we bring, and I guess it's me right now, help you let go of guilt. You're doing the work. I'm just bringing the mail. Thank you so much for that. That's what I'm all about. That's what I'm all about. That's what keeps me going. That's what keeps me feeling good. And that's what keeps me doing what I do when I put up with a lot of stuff, ladies and gentlemen. And I know that Michael's saying that he slept with his father's mother, but that's way down the line. That we're not talking about that. And we don't care about that. And because that's not actually a crime to sleep with your father's mother. But to sleep with your grandson, yeah, that's a crime. Let's see. Some of these I can't say in public. My daddy says that people that do that to kids need to be tied to a railroad track, period. I was having a discussion with someone yesterday, and I can't remember who it was, but we were talking about, where was I? What was I doing? We were talking about pedophiles. And I know that this is not politically correct. And I know that this probably isn't the most empathetic. And I know that somewhere along the line, somebody that would have got right would suffer from this. But I am of the opinion that anyone that's a pedophile that is caught, confessed, we know they're a pedophile, a piece of lead behind the ear is the way to go. The only problem with that is it's a waste of good lead. But put them down like the sick individuals that they are. But Jeff, they could be rehabilitated. Do you know what the recidivism rate is with sexual crime? It approaches 100%. How many more kids are you willing to sacrifice on the off chance that this sick pup is going to get right? Me, none. Put a piece of lead behind their ear. Fast, easy. What's that called? It's pretty humane. Put them down. Every one of them, put them down, and start with the ones that are wearing clerical robes, and start with the priest, start with the pastor, start with the imam, start with the rabbis. Bullet behind the ear, boom, over, done. It's easy. And we could get rid of a lot of the problem right there, ladies and gentlemen. I know that's not politically correct, but that's the way I feel. And I'm here to tell you the way that I feel. And I'm almost ready to go that direction with those of you that support those people, but not yet. Don't get all worried. Don't melt snowflakes. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. He couldn't use a goat, so his grandson doubled for it. Oh, that's a little bit funny because Noah is big in the Quran too. And you know what they think about goats in the Quran, goats and herders and that's a good looking goat you got there. Anyway, what do we got here? Noah. Yeah, you're right. Inspector Opus says Noah crazy, sacrificing babies, can't be right in the head. Ritual abuse goes way back, and it's why we're all messed up. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, he was probably drunk when he did it, Nunya. I remember being confused about all this, reading the Bible as a kid, says Beth. Absolutely. Dolph Mark makes a little funny there. It's nice to have a little. Robin, really? Robin, I hate to burst your bubble on this, but Robin says, too bad Jesus wasn't there to whip his ass upon out of there like he did to those people at that church. I think you're talking about the temple when he turned over the tables, but Jesus was caught with a naked little boy too. That's all I'm going to say right now because I do some more research to it. But Jesus was caught in the woods with a naked little boy. You might want to study that one. Let's see. This is bizarre. I never understood this Bible passage. Yep. You understood it. You just didn't want to let yourself understand it. Cynthia says, blame the victim. Nothing new. Absolutely. Let's see. He was dipping into that sacramental wine. Well, he had started the wine, so So why is this in the Bible? Because it's natural law. They got to tell us. Evil has to operate in plain sight. Karen Steele says, are we talking about pedo? Yes, we are talking about pedo. Bavarian Winch says, and here it is, folks. Took me 30 minutes and 3, 4, 5 seconds, but she hit it right on the nail. They're trying to normalize pedophilia. It's exactly what they're trying to do. That's what the advocates, the teachers, and the supporters of the advocates and teachers of the Book of Enoch are doing. That's what the teachers, the preachers, and the supporters of the teachers and preachers of the Essenes are doing. And that's what the supporters, the preachers, the teachers of Noah are doing, normalizing pedophilia. These people that teach the Book of Enoch, these people that teach the Essene, quote unquote, wisdom, these people that teach Noah, they're just like Shem and Japheth, walking backwards, covering up the indecency. But guess what, cousins? They can run, but they can't hide, because we're not going anywhere. We're uncovering the indecency. We're shining the light into the dark corners of orthodoxy. We're exposing the depravity. Christians channels were coming for you. Christian light channels were coming for you. You can run, you can't hide. You dirty cockroaches, you will all be exposed. You will all be exposed. All righty. Yep, Jenny thinks that Noah was always off. God's favorite person does something reprehensible and his kids cover it up. Sounds just like what we see in Roman Protestantism and Roman Catholicism these days. Family secrets. Yes, I started to see something wrong with religion, says Hans Olo. Well done. At a young religion, and he's right. Canaan was likely the child produced by Ham sleeping with his mother. Interesting. I don't know about that. I have to check that out, but that's interesting. In other words, Noah sodomized his grandson, says Sally Bowles. I'm so sick that I actually believed in Christianity. Me too. Imagine how sick you feel if you actually preached it. And imagine how can you continue to preach it or anything like it, knowing what the text says. I don't get it. You have to live with it, not me. Y'all have to live with it, not me. Oh, horrible, horrible, horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Let's see what else we got here. Ryan Dressel. Jeffrey, going to be 100% honest here. A while back, you pissed me off, capital letters. But you pissed me off because you challenged my belief on the Book of Enoch, and now I see it. So thank you for pissing me off. Hey, it's just what I do, Ryan. It's just what I do. And you did the work, and you uncovered it, and you acted with integrity. So salute to you, Ryan. Bo Diamond. But, Jeff, no, you're seeing it all wrong, is what they would always say. Yep, you're right. As soon as I realized it and accepted it, it was amazing. Absolutely. Drunk or not, the fact that one thinks taking innocent child and damaging for life is sick. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I think that is it. We got it. We're caught up. Thank you so much for being here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for considering this, ladies and gentlemen. And the fact of the matter is that Noah, and this story of Noah, was a story of child abuse, sexual child abuse, covered up by the church. And it's the same old story, same game, different names today. How long will you continue to let it go? How long will you continue to support it? I'm Jeffrey Daugherty, the Christian Whistleblower. I do hope that you will go and visit our great sponsors, Verve CBD oil, Stem Light, stem cells, umbilical cords, they speed healing time, repair osteoarthritic joints, reduce need for pain medications, increase collagen production, and can even generate new heart and blood vessel tissue. Remember, focus life force energy, create a high consciousness energy field. Don't forget about Mystech, the great bracelets that put you back at the Schumann resonance. All these things we do for a reason, and it is to help you, ladies and gentlemen, unindoctrinate yourself. So I'm Jeffrey Daugherty, the Christian Whistleblower. as always, reminding you we're the last generation of real humans. History's written by the winners, so let's win and write the history of how a group of guys and girls that were divine, sovereign, and free saw what was going on, kicked ass, took names, took over, and lived happily ever after. Until next time, let's get busy. Who's with me?